welcome back. Now, do you fancy taking a cruise this year, but do you prefer not to fly? Well, we've got the answer for you in this show. A selection of offers that are all coming up soon where we don't need to fly. Now, we have the pick of cruise lines and the very best deals in town.
Absolutely, we do. And this show will not be on air for very long, I don't think, actually, because we have 6 offers to jam-pack in with cruises on Royal Caribbean, P&O Cruises, Celebrity and MSC all on the way. So the only question is, do you fancy a deal and a half?
Oh, yes. Right, let's get started then with one of the UK's most sailed ships for no fly. It's the MSC Virtuosa. Now, we're sailing off on the 22nd of June to France and Spain from Southampton. And here she is, MSC Virtuosa, in all her glory. And we can chat about her because we've actually been on board together.
Yes, we did. We went as a team. And we absolutely loved it. And actually, there is no substitute, I have to say, and I've been on a lot of cruise ships over the years, as you can imagine, for doing this, because sometimes you have to. Looking at the videos, talking about them, reading about them in magazines or online, you know, that's one thing. Actually stepping on the ship and feeling the vibe, watching the way people move around the ship as well, watching the kind of people that are cruising on these ships. There's no substitute for that. And actually, you know what? What we saw was a ship full of people, ours was a small 3-night cruise. But what we saw was a ship full of people having a darn good time. Yeah,
lots and lots of fun. And it felt very comfortable. It felt like there were people dressed up to the nines in their suits. There were people taking more of a relaxed approach. It really was the kind of holiday you wanted it to be. People were just, they felt free, they felt comfortable. And like you say, they were having a good time. They were having fun.
I tell you what did surprise me as well, because you always think, and we've talked about it so much over the years, the MSC and these Swarovski staircases, we always talk about how many crystals there are on the stairs, how much they cost and everything else. But you kind of think, oh, big deal. Will that make a difference when you're on board? Oh, my word. Trying to actually get a picture taken on those staircases is really difficult at any time of the day or night, because, of course, you've got the MSC official photographers that are there, and everyone's there with their own phones trying to take pictures. And it is a pretty special feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, they are absolutely beautiful as well. I mean, I was in my heels in the evening trying to elegantly walk down them, make that very, you know, I'm walking, sashaying down, but no, I was trying to be very, very careful, but they're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
The ship itself it's very, very stylish, it's very modern, it's so clean. I mean, you don't see the cleaners, do you? But no. Everything is so polished. It must be as soon as you turn around, someone pops up, I just need to polish that knob.
It's like magic, isn't it? Also, I mean, it is a fairly sizable ship, but you didn't really feel that it was a massive, ginormous ship. It's very easy to navigate, wasn't it?
Very, very easy to get around. It's obviously you've got lifts, which was great, but the stairs as well. Everything was great. The staterooms were lovely. I was very impressed by the size, very spacious, nice, very comfortable. Everything in it you could possibly need. The staff on board, like the customer service, was wonderful, was excellent.
Really good.
The waiters, there was nothing that was too much trouble. Even the old Rob there, he was quite polite, wasn't he?
You'd expect top quality service from a robot. That's programmed in, isn't it?
He didn't answer
But all
back.
of the people on board, I mean, they are incredible. And that's what makes your cruise as well, which is superb. So, do you fancy a week's worth of cruising then? It's coming up fairly soon, this one as well, 22nd of June, and we're going down to France and Spain. And of course, we're leaving from little old Southampton here in Blighty.
Which is wonderful. And you will arrive in La Rochelle in France. You've got the La Rochelle Towers there as well. 3 medieval towers that kind of guard the entrance to the old port. Very, very beautiful, well worth a see. Get your phone out, get a picture. You'll enjoy that. Now, next we're calling it Spain at Bilbao. The Riverside Walk is lovely. You can take a leisurely stroll, or maybe you want to hire some bikes along the banks of the Nervion River, see the scenic views and the landmarks, the bridge, the Guggenheim Museum, lots to see there. Very, very beautiful. La Coruña is next. You've got the Monte de San Pedro Park. Now, you can ride the panoramic elevator, or if you want to, you can hike to this hilltop park. Panoramic views of the city, coastline and the harbour. There's lovely walking paths, gardens, nice little picnic area as well. You're up there too. A day at sea arriving in Cherbourg. The museum here is the Liberation Museum, which is wonderful. It's all about the liberation during World War II, and it's housed in a former German bunker as well. Fantastic. And of course, the Bayeux Tapestry while you're there as well. You will then cruise back to Southampton.
Nice.
Lovely.
Nice way to see, actually, if you've never done cruising before. And we're always talking to people on this channel who are, you know, someone has sent, you know, a friend or a family member to the channel. they haven't cruised before, they're coming now to watch the shows to find out more about cruising and to find out if it's something for them or not. You know, what I would always say to those people is that a lot of the preconceptions that people have and a lot of the misconceptions that people have are now so outdated. Even if you take cruising over the last 10 years, for instance, it has changed massively and enormously. There are so many cruise lines, there are so many cruise ships, and they are all vying for our attention. So one, the deals are getting much better, and also the ships' offerings are getting more plentiful. You know, there are so many offerings in terms of restaurants, dining, spa treatments, entertainments, whatever it might be. So cruising now is becoming a way of life. And the other big thing that's changed, particularly over the last, maybe over the last sort of 2 or 3 years, is that the price of cruising has really now at a level of equivalent staycation holidays here in the UK, but you get so much more for it because you actually get to go to different places rather than, you know, going to one place, one holiday cottage, and then having to drive from that round and round in circles for a week. So the value is just becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, literally by the day. So what we're about to offer you right now is a whole week to try it out. It's no fly cruising with MSC, fantastic cruise line, nice modern fleet of ships, you know, nice way to test out cruising, no service charges, no tips or gratuities to pay, and taking a nice little cruise down to France and Spain for a price tag that you would not expect for a 7-night cruise with any cruise line. So this is a bit of a treat actually. Yes, it's a late deal, so we're looking at the last spaces on board, £459 per person, which is incredible. Now, obviously, that's a price based on 2 of you sharing. You know, if you want to talk to us about a solo price, talk to the team. If you want to add drinks to this offer as well, premium extra drinks package, which is brilliant. So many drinks are included for that. The price for the premium extra drinks right now on this offer, just £32 per person per day, which is really good, about half the regular price. There is another date for the sailing as well on the 6th of July. So again, call our team if you'd like the price for that one. But if you want to go here on the 22nd of June, then call our team and quote MSC 480 and they will get you booked on, fingers crossed, if there are any places left. Here's the prices to upgrade as well. So if you wanted to go up to Ocean View or indeed up to balcony on this one, so Ocean View would still be less than £600 each, wouldn't it? Which would be pretty good. And your balcony would be for 6,679, 6,669. Oh, it's always nines, isn't it?
Trying to show off then.
Anyway, under £700 to go balcony. Let's go with that, shall we?
Either way,
678. There you go. It's a nice easy number. 678. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Call us right now. 0800 953 4700. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to go on your first cruise and you wanted to make it a balcony, fantastic. Very, very nice. You know, you've got extra space there to go out and sit on the balcony. Open the door, let the fresh air in. Watch the ocean. Last thing at night, first thing in the morning. It's quite nice to do, actually. Anyway, listen, if you want to know more about that, give us a call right now. It is a bit of a late deal, that one, but that's what this show is all about, actually. 0800 953 4700. In fact, the next one's not too far away either, is it?
Not at all. It's a second last-minute no-fly offer. This time, it's from the 6th of July, and we're off to the fjords with P&O Cruises on Iona. Oh, the fjords is somewhere I really want to go, and cruising is the way to do it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely, because the views are spectacular. You know, any times of the year, but actually July is a pretty good time to go, actually, because, you know, people always hear the word Norway and they think cold, don't they?
True.
I don't know why. But
well, have you seen Frozen? That's where it's set.
Oh, okay, right. That might have something to do with it then. But this time of year, you can have some lovely weather up there in the fjords. Yeah. But you know what? You'll be so immersed of what's going on inside Iona herself. So smart. I mean, people love P&O cruising. Again, an excellent first-timers cruise as well. If you've never cruised before, you know you can trust P&O because they're a British cruise line. They are for us. So, you know, everything is tailored on board for us. You spend in British pounds. You plug in your English plug into the English socket.
Which matters.
Apparently so.
As a woman, you've got your straighteners, your hairdryer, you're plugging in all your different things. Well, perhaps as a man, I don't mean to be sexist. It does matter.
I don't have anything I need to plug in, apart from my charger.
You've got USB ports, USB-C ports, everything.
Brilliant.
But she's wonderful. And the restaurants on board, wow, you are just spoilt for choice. There are so many different restaurants, from really, really elegant, upscale, special dining to much more casual eateries. There's a real few that have taken my eye. I thought the Glass House that we just saw before, which was lovely, because it's like a tapas menu, but lots of lovely different wines. I think that's delightful.
Yeah, which is lovely, because I think a lot of people think that on a cruise ship dinner, it's always, you know, I'm sitting down for 6 courses whether I like it or not. No. If you want just something that is, you know, little picky bits or tapas or whatever, or you just want to go to the buffet, for instance, and just have a little peck at things,
you can.
Then you absolutely can.
But if you do want to do something a bit special, you've got the chef's table.
Oh, yeah.
Which is new for Iona, developed for their gala celebration nights by Marco Pierre White, nonetheless.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
wow, that is just going to be an absolutely culinary sensation.
Massive associations. They also have their own gin distillery on board, which I think is really nice. And they have a gastropub. And I think that's really nice as well. I think we saw a flavour of the gastropub earlier. But sometimes you just want a quick steak and chips.
Yeah, well, this is like what you were saying, because it's sort of developed for British cruisers. For us, they know what we want, and that is like a real British thing. Fish and chips, steak and chips, you know, pie and mash. we like our comfort food, don't we? I know. That'd be nice right now.
And they also know how to put a show on in the evening as well.
They really do. They really do. And it's amazing. Whether it's kind of a West End musical, it's singing, dancing.
Yeah, comedy, all sorts.
Lots going on. Really, really wonderful. An incredible cruise ship.
And aside all of that, on this cruise, you're actually going somewhere as well, which is rather nice. You are going up to the fjords of Norway. Out of Southampton, here we go.
Arriving, yes, in Norway, in Stavanger. Wow. Now, if you feel fit enough, you can hike the iconic Pulpit Rock. It's a cliff towering at 604 metres. Imagine that. The views, though, when you get to the top of the fjords are spectacular. Yeah. It's Olden next. Now, you can visit the Brixton Glacier there as well. You can do a bit more hiking if you want, but there is a troll car, so I think you'll deserve it. To the part way up, and it's amazing. You've got views, obviously, of waterfalls, mountains, and the glacier there itself. Very, very lovely. Next, it's Hellesilt. You can just marvel at the waterfall here. It is spectacular. It's located in the centre of the village, which you can't quite fathom, can you? An incredible waterfall just in the village. Very beautiful indeed. Then it's Haugesund, which is homeland of the Vikings, waterfalls, fjords, and it's just steeped in history. You've got to go to St. Olaf's Church. That's not Olaf from Frozen, no. But it dates back to 1250 AD. Wow, loads of scenic cruising in between, which you can see there.
Yes, to places you probably can't pronounce, and probably won't be able to by the time you come back either.
You can after a few drinks, it's surprising.
Yes, they've all got the word fjord in them one way or the other. And they are all magical. The fjords of Norway are magical. Honestly, they really are just beautiful. You're sailing through these deep gorges. You're seeing all of these tiny little villages on the water's edge. It's fascinating, honestly. And you'll probably see 1 or 2 other cruise ships up there as well, which in itself would be very, very interesting, because this is a very, very popular place to go and cruise, actually. And, you know, places like Stavanger that you're going to on this one, they call it a city in Norway. For us, it's like a town, like a very walkable town, but very beautiful as well. And nice to go shopping and just pick up, you know, little local knickknacks. Take the excursions, if you get offered them as well on board P&O Cruises, which you will, to things like glaciers and, you know, authentic, you know, historic villages and things. Do all of that while you're on a cruise like this, because it's not just about the scenery. There's so much more to it as well. So if you fancy this one, it's not too far away. 6th of July, a week of Norwegian fjords cruise on P&O Cruises Iona. Again, with P&O, your gratuities are included, so no tips to pay on top. And your price tag for this one, pretty darn good, let me tell you, because Iona is one of her brand new ships, actually, a relatively new addition to the P&O Cruises fleet. And often with the newer ships comes a premium price to be on board. Actually, that's not at all a premium price for the offering you have. Remember, tips are included there, so much dining included, and you've got things like pools and the entertainments and lots of facilities that are there as part of this cruise. And of course, your amazing accommodation, which is looked after. you know, every single day. You don't have to lift a finger. It's just amazing. If you want to add a classic drinks package to your cruise, do it when you book and we'll discount the drinks price by 10% as well. That's worth knowing. Another top tip from us here at Cruise1st. Now, there are other dates for the cruise which run through June, from June, should I say, through to September. So if you want the prices for other dates, again, just call the team. And that's what you'll do if you want to take advantage of this. Actually, call the team now, 0800 953 4700, and just quote P0293. But if you want to treat yourself to an upgrade, here's the prices for those. So to go ocean view to balcony, or even up to a suite. Oh, I bet those suites are nice on Iona. Ooh, I bet they are lovely. Again, if you want more details on the suite, best thing to do, go to our website, cruise1st.tv. You know, our website has all been completely overhauled. It's brand sparkling, shiny new.
I had to play on it yesterday. It's so easy to use. And
so fast as well. So if you go to the website, pop into a P0293, you'll be able to take a deeper dive into the ship and everything that it has, and the different grades of accommodation, and have a look at pictures inside, you know, the suites and the ocean views, the balconies and whatever, and get a lot more information. I think we've beefed up the information big time now on our website, so it's even better than ever. Cruise1st.tv. Pop in and have a look when you get a chance. Right, my friends, you are very, very lucky to have lots of chances to cruise out of the UK as well. Lots of different cruise lines do cruise in and out of the UK. There's a section on the website actually about cruising out of the UK if you want to go and have a look at that as well. Or, of course, just call the team and say, do you do bookings for so-and-so cruise that I've heard of that goes out of the UK? And we'll say, probably, absolutely yes. Now, one of the things that you can't miss across the week here at Cruise1st TV is Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. It's Cruise Deals Live. Yes.
A live TV show.
Live for a whole hour.
Anything could happen.
Live and unleashed. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's your chance to win a cruise, by the way.
Win a cruise? I mean, win a cruise. How amazing is that? But you just got to spin the wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll spin the wheel for you, but if it lands on free cruise, that's it. You win a free cruise. It's brilliant. I mean, everyone's a winner, actually, on that one. There are some lovely prizes, indeed. And some very, very special offers on that show as well. So please, if you get the chance, come and join us Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, because there are some deals that are so hot, they are literally just good for a couple of hours, literally while the show is on. So if you want to take advantage of those and maybe win a cruise, who knows? It could be you. Then make sure you come and join us for Cruise Deals Live Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Now, don't forget, all the offers on the show are subject to availability and will sell out quickly, and we don't think this show's going to be in air for long. So next, our final offer, number 3, takes us with Princess Cruises to Iceland and Greenland for a 16-night cruise, leaving on the 13th of August from Southampton on the Caribbean Princess. Ah, that sounds wonderful. Slap bang in the middle of summer, heading off to somewhere quite exciting, really.
Yeah, very nice. It's where lots and lots of people, you know, want to go. And actually, it's been fairly lively up in Iceland, hasn't it, the last year or so, in terms of, you know, the volcanoes and everything up there. So fascinating to go and see it, because you'll have seen bits and pieces about it on the news, I'm sure. But good to actually go up there and do it. And
doing it with Caribbean Princess, such a beautiful cruise ship. So, so lovely. I mean, people that cruise with Princess are seem to be hardcore princesses, don't they? They go time and time again. Now, if someone goes back to the same company time and time again, that tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it tells you they're getting it right.
They're getting it right. Obviously, there's that sense of familiarity that they're enjoying, but it means that they've genuinely had the best time ever and want to go back, and it's being recreated every time.
Well, on that as well, some people sometimes, if they have cruised with the same cruise line for a long, long time, have noticed maybe over the last sort of particularly 3 or 4 years that maybe things that used to be there aren't there anymore, and people are very sensitive to change. And actually, with Princess, they have just, if anything, they've just added to what they've always had. Do you know what I mean? Rather than changed anything.
Yeah, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
just add more to it. We're seeing there's lots of lovely little adults-only escapes there, the retreat at the top. You've got a full spa, you've got a fitness centre, and all the pools on board. Just wonderful. There's some real iconic things, isn't there, about Princess? When you say Princess, you think Movies Under the Stars, which is just lovely. That's out on the pool deck. They turn the big movie screen and put films on. There's all the sporting events as well. Popcorn, snuggle up in front of a blanket. But when it comes to nighttime, lots going on board. You've got this wonderful, huge theatre. I mean, the shows are just amazing. Really, really good as well. But you've got Voice of the Ocean as well. Have you seen the TV show? Well, this is brought to life. It's an affiliation with it. You could take part. It's amazing. But there's live music that's a bit more relaxed at Crooners or Explorers Lounge as well, which is nice. And if you want a party, head to the nightclub.
Absolutely.
Skywalkers is the place for it. You'll have the best time. So you are cruising out of Southampton, and your first port is going to be in Cornwall. It's Falmouth. Here you've got Pendennis Castle here. It's a historic fortress built by Henry 568. Sorry, I had to just do my Roman numerals there. Henry VIII. Panoramic views of the coastline. It's wonderful.
Go to Trago Mills as well if you get the chance.
Ooh, lovely. Cork is next, and of course it's where the home of the Blarney Stone. Now you've got to go and kiss it, and apparently it will give you the gift of the gab. I did it as a child, actually, so maybe that's where this job...
It worked.
A few days at sea, you're going to arrive in Greenland to Qaqortoq. Now, there's some natural hot springs here that are open. You can take a dip in, and the water is 38 degrees. I've never been in a hot spring. They're just amazing.
Looks good though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Next in Greenland, you're going to Nanortalik. Now, it's a remote, beautiful town, and it's known for just like stunning natural landscapes as well. It's rich Inuit culture. There's opportunities to take boat tours here to go and see whales if you like.
And
also,
icebergs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A couple of days at sea, Reykjavik in Iceland. I mean, everybody wants to go there, to the famous Blue Lagoon. That's the geothermal spa located in a lava field. The waters are like milky blue, but they're rich in minerals for a unique bathing experience.
Come back new.
Yeah, 10 years younger. It's Ísafjörður in Iceland next. Now visit Westfjords Wildlife Centre. It's dedicated to the Arctic fox, Iceland's only native land mammal. Learn all about it. Very nice. Next, you're going to Akureyri. Visit the waterfalls there. It's spectacular, known as Waterfalls of the Gods. It's just a short drive and one of, well, probably Iceland's most beautiful waterfalls. I do like waterfall. Few days at sea and you will cruise back to Southampton. Wonderful.
What a lovely, lovely pace of cruise as well. I love the fact, actually, once you've done your exploring in Iceland, last couple of days at sea before you then get back to Southampton, because then you just get to relax, enjoy the ship, think about, you know, where you've been, share stories with people that you meet on the cruise and whatever. I just think that's lovely. It doesn't feel like port, and then we're off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's nice to have the last couple of days to just kind of chill out, relax, and just enjoy everything these ships have to offer, because they are really, really good. And that's the thing sometimes. If you get an itinerary that's too full of port, sometimes you forget to appreciate what's on the ship, and you kind of, you're time juggling just a little bit. How am I going to do everything that I want to? This is a lovely pace of cruise, I have to say. So get ready for a surprise 16 nights on the Caribbean Princess to Ireland, Greenland, and Iceland, no fly, on the 13th of August with an exclusive Cruise1st discount. Oh, I like one of those, don't you? Let's have a look then, shall we? 16 fabulous nights in the middle of August. My word, that is good. That is Princess and Cruise1st working together and saying, come and try this cruise. Come and try a cruise that you can really get your teeth into. I mean, 16 nights is brilliant, and I bet you're going to need that by the end of summer as a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel holiday to look forward to. Now, the cruise also runs a little bit sooner as well, actually. You can go on the 28th of July, so call the team if you want the price for that one. And best way to make this all-inclusive is by adding Princess Plus for just £50 per person per day, and that gets you drinks, Wi-Fi, and so much more. In fact, we'll look at that in just a second. Let's go and look first at the upgrades. So if you want to go up to Ocean View Balcony or Suite, you've got the prices there, which are, again, exceptional, given that that's across a 16-night cruise. To take any of those prices, obviously divide them by 16, and instantly you'll talk yourself into them. But Princess Plus is so worth adding as well. £50 per person per day, gets a full drinks package, unlimited Wi-Fi for a device, your service charges, premium desserts, fitness classes, Green Lane Express boarding, so you get on, you know, before everybody else, room service through the cruise, food and drink delivered to the very spot you are on the ship, you know, right the way through as well. So good. Again, if you want more details of that, go onto the website at cruise1st.tv. But if you are ready to book that one, call us now on 0800 953 4700. Oh my word. Right, Now, offers number 4, 5 and 6 in this show are some exceptional quick picks. And again, these are all no-fly deals as well. Really, really good. So, CEL 284 is 13 nights on Celebrity Apex on the 3rd of August to Spain, Portugal, Palma and Ibiza from 1449 per person. So that's CEL 284. Then we've got RC568. That's a week on board Anthem of the Seas with Royal Caribbean to Spain and France from just £809. And that's a free balcony upgrade on that one as well. So be quick. RC568. And the final one there, MSC 486. This one goes on the 3rd of June. 3rd of June? That's like tomorrow, isn't it? On MSC Virtuosa for 12 nights to Spain, Madeira, the Canaries and Lisbon from what? From 729 per person. MSC 486. You can jump straight on that right now. Call our team and get any of those booked right now. It's a free call, remember. 0800 953 4700 is the number to call. That's ridiculous. All of those were ridiculous, by the way. Very, very good. All have their own merits, completely and utterly. Difficult to choose, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now, have you heard about Cruise Deals Live?
Of course they've heard about it.
If you haven't, every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, we are now doing a live show, which is amazing, totally interactive. You can text in, you can email in during the show. I'm the one behind the scenes, sifting through and then sending them straight to Derek's iPad. He will be hosting the show.
Yeah, so it's a whole hour between 8 and 9 on a Tuesday. We've got guests coming in from cruise lines giving us kind of, you know, show offers, which is really good. We can literally show you pricing that is up to the second, which is really, really good. We have a showstopper, which is an extra special deal, which we really have literally sat down with our team and we've said, no, we want better. No, we want, what more can we give? What more can we do? It's not a show, so we're very fussy, myself and Mr. P. Mr. P is Mr. Producer, by the way, in my ear. People always ask, like, who is this Mr. P? He's the producer who talks to us in our ears, Daniel. And we have a meeting on a very, very regular basis, always on a Tuesday in the afternoon. And if Daniel and I feel like the showstopper isn't quite showstopper enough, we're like, actually, have you got anything better? And we'll always push for more and more and more, so that by the time we go live, 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night, we have got the sharpest knife in the drawer.
My favourite bit is spin and win. Derek has his own wheel that he spins around, and on it, there's all sorts of prizes you can win, but it could land on a cruise. And that means if you've called in and you are called back, you could actually win for free a holiday on a cruise ship. Yeah, yes. A free cruise. I think that's definitely one of the highlights for me. And
I'm looking at the wheel right now. There's a case of wine on there, and I've seen it. It's a good case of wine. It's from Virgin Wines. I've seen it in the office. If nobody wins that soon, I'm taking it home myself.
I need to look out for that.
You could win a Jane McDonald album, a future cruise voucher, all sorts. But most importantly, everyone wants the cruise.
It's just so much fun, though, isn't it? It goes so quickly as well.
Make sure you come and join us. Yeah, it goes like a flash. I mean, it's an hour, but it'll feel like 10 minutes. Tuesday night at 8 o'clock here on Cruise1st TV. Talking about the TV, don't forget, of course, you can watch us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on the YouTube channel as well. And now, on our TV page on the website, just go to cruise1st.tv and there it is, the live channel, 24 hours a day, which is brilliant.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back in just a moment, so don't move anywhere, with some more wonderful offers right for you delivered to your sofa. Bye for now.
See you later.